clean. It's not worth switching at this time to anything from T-Mobile. Local packages come closer to those prices. More channels and better speeds. All right, so we're still good? Okay. Yeah, sometimes the phones do it. It's not like a carrier thing. It's just the phones, I think. What I'll do is I'll pull it up here on the iPhone and see if I get the same problems. Yeah, there we go. Okay, I got it. All right, we got Shane. Good. I wonder if it had anything to do with the gain. How's that? Jesse's asking, would you switch from CenturyLink 25x2 to a T-Mobile home internet? Absolutely. Absolutely, 100%. Perfect. All right, we're good. Thanks, Austin. Appreciate you. Yeah, I wanted to actually come on and do a bit of a live reaction to the expansion of T-Mobile home internet. Sean, you see me sneaking in the stream, brother? No, yeah, this is crazy. That's the first time that's happened in a long time. It usually doesn't do that. T-Mobile, let's go. T-Mobile Internet Gateway has a very crappy Wi-Fi signal. You need an external router. I would definitely recommend an external router. You hear about Starlight prices? Starlight? Like is that Starlink or Starlight? I don't know about a Starlight company, Edward. Let me know if you mean Starlink, just to make sure. Shane says, I have the T-Mobile home internet and I love it. Shane, man, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad people are taking advantage of it. A lot of people need that as an option. Some people needed competition. They needed a better service provider. A lot of people don't take into consideration that home ISPs have been treating their customers like crap for decades. And there are some people just dying to leave. And, T-Mobile gave them an option. And for people that already have T-Mobile, for wireless and don't have a good, internet option for home providers, they're probably looking to move, to T-Mobile for that. So, Camster, you are spoiled with gigabit connection. I wish I had that, dude. I don't have gigabit, man. I really wish I did. I know I hear it might be coming to my area. I am impatiently waiting for it. We shall see. We shall see. Eduardo, good to see you. Hey, Camster, thanks, man. I appreciate that donation. Thank you, brother. It's very kind of you, very generous of you. Thank you. During the pandemic, my expectations, I don't have any. People donate out of the kindness and the goodness of their heart, and I appreciate it, but it's definitely not expected nor required. Thank you for supporting. Appreciate you. I got AT&T's gigabit. It's the best. I hear it's good, man. Pete got the best fiber. He got that municipal fiber, man. I'm in St. George, Utah, and T-Mobile doesn't work here. Very good. Carlos actually told me the same thing. He said Verizon is where it's at when it comes to St. George and I think Utah in general. Utah, generally speaking, is a Verizon town. So I like combining my wireless and home internet. Speeds are great on both my phone and home internet. I'm well over 50 gigs on the iPhone, on the phone, and I'm never slowed. You got good providers in your area. Good for you, man. Ron, what is up, Bretta? Ron, how are you not a moderator here? Am I not paying attention? My people, man. Ron, good sir, you have been knighted. You are officially a mod on the SMT YouTube channel. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your services. Hashtag mod squad for all the blue wrenches out there. St. George, I could make a phone call, but nothing else. Wow. I gotta fix that, dude. Is St. George considered a mid-market or a small market? I mean, up until Carlos telling me he travels to St. George, I'd never heard of it, personally. We got Landmark. Been using T-Mobile home internet about 3 weeks now. Pretty sure we'll keep it. They have got work on the congestion during certain hours before expanding. Some hours it really crawls. Yeah, and that's where their 5G modems are going to come into play, and the 5G network build's going to come into play. Hey, take care, Edward. Good to see you, man. Been a while, but glad to have you, man. T-Mobile gave me an extra $50 trade instant credit for the S10 Plus when I switched to the Note 20 Ultra. It's pretty good. You aren't paying attention to it. Omar, what's up? I'm in walking distance to the train station in Denver, Colorado. Cool. Salt Lake was fine for me with T-Mobile. I would hope so. That's a pretty big market. That'd be weird if a carrier sucked there. Hey, David, congratulations on the job, man. I hope you make a lot of money, dude. I really do. St. George is small. Okay. Getting my iPhone 12 Pro Max on Friday. Michael, which carrier are you going to use it with? Which provider? Cam, what's up? If you upgrade to 5G, bring your own phone. Should I get a new SIM card? Yeah, you need a 5G SIM card. AT&T needs a 5G SIM card. T-Mobile's got a couple of SIM cards they've got out there, depending on if you're like a Sprint customer or a T-Mobile customer. I don't know, kind of depends. I know that the Verizon, they want you to get the 5G SIM too. What's up, William? Good to see you, man. Yeah, Austin, as soon as the network builds out a little bit more and then they get those modems, those 5G modems in people's homes, then they're good. They're going to make some damage. Does 5G work on eSIM? Not yet. I think the iPhone is going to, deploy some kind of update, and then they'll have it. Oh, by the way, give me a sound check. There's two things, actually. The video is coming from the Moto Edge Plus. So that's the device, the camera. The microphone is the Blue Yeti. I've been using my dynamic. This one's a condenser. I would like to know, is this one louder or clearer? Can you tell the difference? Do you think it's better or worse than my dynamic? That's the other mic that I typically use on my live streams. I'd be curious to know what you guys think. I mean, I'm going to listen to this obviously in the playback and see, but I'm curious to see what you guys say. So if you have a preference, if you think one mic is better than the other, let me know. So this is the Blue Yeti condenser microphone. Typically on my live streams, I use the Audio-Technica dynamic broadcasting mic. Let me know. Let me know. Jesse says, ordering the home internet, speaking with T-Mobile with Twitter Mobile. I can't stand the phone reps. Yeah, no dual SIM 5G support just yet. That's right, Apple. Tell them. 5G does not work on eSIM yet. That's right. Alvin, good to see you. No, not yet. So I guess I should have put a comma. So it's T-Mobile home internet expanding, and then the 5G is also expanding. I guess I worded that wrong. My bad, Al. Why doesn't AT&T do home internet? They do, actually. It's very limited. I think it's in trial. I think it's in testing right now. It's not commercial deployment, but it is going to be changing next year. Sounds great. Good. Hey, Brennan, good to see you. Home internet meaning through an LTE router. Yes. I decided that paying for 2 ISPs is overkill. My cell phone data plan is enough. No kidding, Michael. So you're going to hotspot it, or are you just kind of like mostly watching your entertainment through mobile? Is that what you're doing? Thanks, T-Mobile Reviews. Appreciate the feedback. Video's all right. Voice is clear. All right, good. It might be lighting for the video. I'm thinking it might be. Unless YouTube's not giving me the 1080p. Maybe I didn't put the setting in there. I'm not sure. Should be 1080p. I don't know. Or it's the lighting. I don't know. Anyways. The only thing that's bad about the new iPhone, can't use dual SIM for 5G. That's right. T-Mobile only does one SIM card, the R15. Just make sure your SIM has R15 and you are good. Thanks, Austin. Appreciate you. Thanks, Arturo. Appreciate you. Thanks for the feedback. Does Visible lock iPhones when they are unlocked? No. No. Nobody should be locking anything. Bart says, sounds good here. I can't tell the difference. All right, well, there goes that. I thought there would be a difference, honestly. Yeah, I thought there was going to be a difference. I thought you would be able to tell the difference between the dynamic that I use for my other live streams, but I guess not. Looks hazy but passable. The other mic is better. Okay, cool. This mic sounds great. Hey, Ian. Maybe I just need some lighting up in here. Yeah. Guess I could add some. Forget it. I don't even feel like moving right now. Makes Sneed happy, everyone. Like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks, Kat. I know your life will be so much better if you like and share my live streams. That's right. What's up, Francois? Carrier aggregation N71 and N41 for home internet. I'm sure eventually. I'm sure eventually it will be. T-Mobile used to hire people off the street here in Albuquerque. They don't even drug test for any jobs at the call center. That's awesome, bro. That's so funny, man. Uh, 80 million for Verizon 5G millimeter wave in Miami, and the coverage on the map is laughable. What do you mean 80 million? Like, is that how much they spent? You're saying? Does Metro by T-Mobile 5G SIM work for bringing your own phone? 1+8. I don't know. I don't know, Cam. I'm sure it does. I don't see why not. It's only 720p, really? Thought this thing was supposed to do 1080p. Just a bit washed out in the vid. Gotcha. 1080p isn't enabled. Crap. Audio is good. I don't really like the Moto camera myself. I think iPhone would do you better, honestly. Yeah, I just don't like the iPhone, personally. I just don't. You know what? I think I did the Google phone the last time, and that turned out pretty good. Maybe I'll try the iPhone next time. We'll see what happens. Where I live, AT&T says they have 5G coverage, but they don't. My granddad worked for AT&T, and he has a 5G phone. When he came, I didn't see a 5G icon. I saw LTE. It might be 5GE, Dalvin. Might be a little bit of an issue there. Language. Subbed and turn on post. Thanks, Ian. Appreciate you. Welcome to the community, man. Ronald, thank you, sir. Appreciate the super sticker. Keep it up with the dumbbells. Flex, man. Metro is neither. No company is either, Dalvin. Nobody's doing GSM, CDMA moving forward. That stuff is done and over with. Everybody's going to decom all of that old technology. The focus is all going to be LTE, while maintaining LTE and building up 5G. So, yeah. About to buy me some 4K IP cameras for my house. Wow. Fed up with the quality of the Ring and the Rio Link. Yeah, I call those like Ring cameras and stuff. I call them starter cameras. It's not like a dedicated, rig that you're going to have set up when you buy IP cameras and you pick your spot and you wire them and you get yourself some good hardware and good software to run it. That's really the best way to do it. Okay, Michael, thanks for clarifying. He said Verizon spent $80 million to roll out 5G at the Hard Rock Stadium. It doesn't cost $80 million to rig a stadium with 5G millimeter wave, so that's not true. I don't know where you get your info from, but that's not the case. In fact, one 3-sector node cost Verizon about $20,000 to install. So I would assume that a stadium probably would not cost anywhere near that much money. Now, it's, large portions of the city, sure, you're going to have to cover up, dozens and dozens of streets and lots of blocks and stuff like that. Sure, that can pile up to 50 million pretty quick. But a stadium, what are you going to do? You're going to put a couple of nodes on, each side of the stadium, and you're going to put a couple of nodes, maybe 3 or 4 inside, maybe, probably 2 or 3 tops. I'm thinking it's probably only going to cost them somewhere in the neighborhood of about $400,000 to $500,000. Right, so. Oh, Michael, that's strange. I don't know what that number is, man. It just doesn't make sense. After speaking to an engineer, that's what a Verizon engineer told me. He said the 3-sector nodes that they put on those poles, 3 sectors, so you get the 3 antennas facing each of their sectors, $20,000. So I don't know. I wonder why. Unless this was like last year or 2 years ago, maybe that pricing was different. That's crazy. I wouldn't have spent it. $50 million for a stadium? No way. Ring cameras are good if you get the higher end ones with solar and good Wi-Fi. Good to know. Does Visible still have the S20 promotion for new customers? I'm not sure. I think their best promotions are iPhone promotions, actually. Can someone do Verizon versus T-Mobile versus AT&T low band 5G test? Your best guess is probably to ask Carlos. He has all the devices and all the network access, honestly. So consider maybe, subscribing to Carlos S Tech and checking him out. Says the stadium in the areas around it cost 80 million permits. Yeah, that's probably what it is. Really, 115 million? What? Man, that is just incredible. I could not. I couldn't justify that money. I mean, you're probably better off just doing a few DAS systems, honestly. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Ring cameras. My wife got one, and I don't like it personally. Brunel, they do. They've got it in a handful of markets. I've tested it here in the CLE. It's not good at all. Um, Oftentimes the nodes are very touchy. They're very, very directional. T-Mobile's millimeter wave it's just been an afterthought. They haven't put any R&D into it. It hasn't even been on their back burner. It's literally been in the cupboard. They haven't done anything in millimeter wave. They deployed it to like 6 or 7 cities. They haven't really expanded to any more markets. I don't see the network maps for their millimeter wave expanding or getting larger. They did improve the sites in the CLE. They configured them better. I think they optimized them a little bit better, so that's good. But honestly, it's an afterthought. Their focus is going to be the entire low band and 2.5 gigahertz moving forward. Millimeter wave is going to be very, very situational for T-Mobile. Like I said, it's almost like a non-thing. And it's been bad, so like I wouldn't even the one thing that gets me excited about T-Mobile's 5G is their mid-band. The fact that they've got a ton of it and they want to make it a big piece of what they do moving forward. So, yeah, I'm more on the mid-band side of things for them. Yeah, Austin, I thought 115 mil seemed outrageous. I mean, even 50 million seemed too much. T-Mobile deployed millimeter wave just to show that they could do it. Yeah, that's true. Brian, T-Mobile millimeter wave is not in the works nationwide. It is not in the works. They haven't touched millimeter wave in any market since April. And then before that, it hadn't been touched in almost a year. It's just not on their priority list. It's really N71 and really N41, honestly. What would happen if they combined N41, N71, and N260? So like you're connected to all three. Well, you're gonna need the right chipset. You're gonna need the X60 modem, which comes out next year, and that would be pretty awesome. The N41, you're probably looking at a 60 megahertz channel, maybe 80, maybe 100. That would be cool if they went standalone. Let's say 60 megahertz of N41. Give me 10 megahertz of N71. Right, so you're at 50, 60, 70 megahertz there, and then N260, 100 megahertz. Right, you're doing 1.5 gigs probably. It's pretty fast. You're an engineer for the SF market. Oh, cool. So, Brian, if you could, I don't want to get you in trouble, dude. I definitely want respect your profession. It'd be interesting to know if T-Mobile was really starting to take millimeter wave seriously and at least compete with whatever AT&T and Verizon are doing. That would be cool. I really think, I personally believe that the end game in 5G is millimeter wave. Mid-band is important and that propagation qualities are there. Obviously, I know, 3 to 5 years from now, just mid-band won't cut it. The bandwidth just won't be there. Everybody's going to be doing 4K and 8K streaming, and the latencies just have to keep getting better, and all that's going to be standalone, and all that's going to be, a lot of that traffic is going to be millimeter wave. So, yeah. But, yeah, man. Brian, I do have an email address, sneedmobiletech@gmail.com. If you ever want to get in touch with me, if there's any, type of insight you can afford us to let us know what's going on, that customers could reap the benefits of, please do reach out. Appreciate you. I doubt, but it's going to take 5 years for sure. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Chev. Oh, yeah. Millimeter wave is going to take time. Yeah, the iPhones support carrier aggregation on LTE. There's no modem that can do carrier aggregation on 5G, so not happening. Okay, 4 to 7 years. Splitting hairs. I can see millimeter wave for home internet use for now, but on phones it's kind of useless, especially when we're um honestly GTR, the only carrier that's throttling millimeter wave is T-Mobile because that's how their plans are built. Uh they're going to have to change their network core in order to change that and change the way they do their plans. Um AKJ. Verizon doesn't throttle millimeter wave at all. So if I'm connected to a millimeter wave node on Verizon, I can connect 20 devices to that hotspot on my phone, and they'll each get like 200, 300 megabits per second. So, oh, nice, Brian. Have they officially announced San Francisco? Like, is that an official market now then, or is that just like in testing or kind of beta or something? That's good though. X55 says sub 6 carrier aggregation doesn't. Okay. MediaTek modem, but a good friend. Touche, Ron. Touche. Hey, man, friends don't let friends buy MediaTek. uh, I know, Shiv. We want the whole cake. I didn't say that. I said, yeah, yeah. Well, that's the thing, GTR. They're throttling all connections for video, so kind of sucks. It's the Best Buy unlocked version of the S20 Ultra have eSIM. They all have eSIM, but they need an update. Not a significant number to announce, but it's been more than 6 months in some area in Fremont. Okay, cool. Good to know. Sprint's millimeter wave is great, and they didn't throttle either. Sprint millimeter wave? Maverick? Sprint had millimeter wave, bro? Are you okay? Sprint doesn't have millimeter wave. Where did Sprint have millimeter wave, dude? In your backyard? Did they put a note in your garage? Did they put one on your car? Is there something I don't know about? The last I checked, they only had like what 9 markets or something of midband. I don't mean to pick on you. I'm just kind of teasing. I'm having fun here, but Sprint never had millimeter wave, dude. I think they have some licenses, but they never deployed it. I need answers now. Man. T-Mobile Rabies says, do you think SIM card will go extinct in the near future? Yes, and it should. Absolutely. Cool, Gabriel. Cool story. Uh, I didn't look as far as I knew. Sprint never had millimeter wave deployed. That's all I'm saying. Uh, what's up, boy? You believe companies working for new networks 6G? Oh God, man, we can't talk 6G when 5G is like in it's taken like baby crawling and baby steps. Yeah, all Sprint stores are now T-Mobile stores. That's right. Yeah, no radio. They can aggregate the sub 6, but they were asking about N71, N41, and N260. So my inclination was they weren't doing the N260 piece. That's what I assumed. That's right, Edgardo. That's right. I'm talking 6G, but I can't go into detail. Pete, how we gonna talk 6G, dog? How? We're right in the middle of LTE's pinnacle, and 5G's in its infancy stages. We can't talk 6G, dog. Uh, San Francisco and Sacramento comprise of Northern California markets, but distinctly separate. But Sacramento should have a few sites. I want, you know what, Brian? If generally speaking, what type of setting are they using it in, and what type of application, or I should say, like deployment? Because here in the CLE, they're all rooftop sites. I don't think T-Mobile has them on traditional macro sites, but they are on the rooftop sites of buildings. Some are like over by the Cleveland Clinic. Some are on some apartment buildings. Some are on a couple of vacant warehouse buildings in the CLE. It's crazy. What's up, Fanny? I had to see if you're. Maverick, you're so stupid. Yeah, 5G millimeter wave don't even penetrate. Imagine 6G. Well, I mean, Edgardo, don't assume that millimeter wave is going to stay this bad at penetration. What I'm going to say is the companies are innovating ways to make millimeter wave work, and they're also putting it indoors. So how do you work around penetration? You bring the nodes inside. You no longer have to go through walls and barriers. You just put the nodes indoors, right? Yeah, 30-month contract is long. T-Mobile won't let them SIM cards go extinct as long as they could squeeze money out of them. God, man. Oh, Gabriel, don't talk smack about T-Mobile, man. All my viewers are gonna get mad at me if you talk smack about them. Yeah, yeah, Ronald. I mean, power isn't the issue well, you can only do so much with millimeter wave anyways with power, so I'm sure they've considered that. My spectrum in my city for T-Mobile 5G is 15 megahertz. Band 66 and 71 is 10 megahertz average. That's pretty good. Verizon, AT&T will and always have had the best networks. Hey, T-Mobile's got a chance. They got a window of opportunity to close the network gap and pull far ahead in some markets, so we're rooting for them. Consumption of Verizon, the fast and most expensive. AT&T in the middle with bad customer service. I agree. T-Mobile cheapest and bad network. Oh, come on, Shiv. Man. Hey, tell that new chip. Yeah, that modem will be good. 6G is going to be built into furniture in our homes. Sheesh. Think so? Info Assistant says, I like Neville's confidence. I don't think he's had this much since the LTE era. I don't know. Jesse says to get 10 gig download speeds. Well, a phone obviously would need 10 gig download speeds. So, but hotspots, shared private networks could. T-Mobile Tuesday sometimes good for lunch. Hey, Pete, just letting you know that the messages you're sending me are disrupting my stream. Health department won't stop calling me. Don't. Hey, how are you feeling, Apple Watts? Hopefully you're doing well, man. Watch Mr. Who. Nah, I'm good on Mr. Who's the Boss. That dude is a lame, bro. Please. Rooftops shouldn't dictate site design. If anything, can have a larger cell cabinet with more capabilities and options versus omnipole sites. That's true. That's true. Sneed quit line. You want 10. Info assistant. Look, it's not that I want it or I don't want it. It's just why. I mean, it's cool, man. Don't get me wrong, bro. Um, don't get me wrong. If I saw 10 gigs on my phone, that'd be pretty sweet. But it's not required. Man. Good. Glad to hear it, Apple Watts. I really think it's all about where you live. When I worked for T-Mobile, I loved bragging about paying so low, so much less, getting more service everywhere. Yeah, I hear you, man. Don't answer. Oh man, I wonder if your employer dimed you out, Apple Watts. 1 gigabit average speed is. I know, Ron. I agree. 1 gig's plenty. As long, here's what our phones need. Our phones need truly unlimited data, truly unlimited video resolution, and truly unlimited uplink, and good latency. Low latency, like sub 10 milliseconds. That's what we need. Sheesh, Apple Watts. Sheesh. Oh man. Can they up for everything yours built? I don't know what that is. What's up, Antonio Brown? Hey man, you didn't have a good game yesterday, bro. Not a good showing. T-Mobile rabies. Do you think carriers will remove LTE network when 6G? Man, LTE is going to be around a while. I mean, 3G hung around for a long time too. Hey, Jihad. Truly unlimited. Come to boost. What's up, KJ? Appreciate it, man. Thanks for agreeing with me, dog. Want to be able to watch my 4K cameras from home. I don't want hiccups. Same here. Bring back cellular connectivity into laptops. They do have some of that, Kazi. I think Carlos had a cellular laptop recently. They promise so fast internet in every aspect, I believe, is 7 gigs right now on the new chip. 7 gigs, man. Whew. It's fast. Had in June, it sucks, but survivable. You're in good health. Okay. Glad to see you're doing better, David. LT home internet has been available for a long time in other countries outside of the U.S. It's surprising how long it took. Andrew, I think it's just the capacity. You know, they just didn't think they had it to do it. So, yeah, much CDMA's. Well, it's been phased out. I mean, they don't have much spectrum left on the CDMA side, and I mean, if you have a CDMA only device, I mean, you're not doing much. HSPA plus, huh? Active playing. I'm not sure about. It's been a while since I looked at the projected X60 modem capabilities. I need my future Sneed in 4K. Why isn't it happening now for live streams? Because networks aren't ready. Networks are not ready. I think the people that don't need 7 gigs or higher, business owners, yeah, yeah. I don't know, Alex. You'd be surprised, man. Some people send some big files. I'll give you an example. My brother-in-law is a photographer. He records tons and tons of cinematic footage, videos, photos, huge, massive files, collections of photo albums. He needs gigabit speed and unlimited too. T-Mobile home internet speeds are all over the place. 1 second, 75, then boom, under one. Landmark, you might want to contact customer care about that and get a refund because you're being deprioed, dude. Wow. We'll be able to pick out the white hairs. Nice. Love the 96 billion for 3 phones and free Netflix. Wow. You are not ready. In Denver, Colorado, are in the lights, post red lights, and public stoppage. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, they're everywhere. People here started to burn down the 5G. Oh, man. Oh, man. That nonsense. Hey, see you, William. Take care. I had a customer use 35 gigs of data in 2 days. 28 days of 2G. You might as well just turn off the phone, right? Who has faster low band? 5G, T-Mobile, Verizon, or AT&T? Verizon doesn't have low band 5G. They DSS some band 5, but I don't know, man. I don't know. I guess from what I'm seeing based on performance, T-Mobile has wider channels in some markets, so that probably performs better. So if T-Mobile's got 15 megahertz of band 71 for NR, that's probably better. But based on what we're seeing in speed test, the AT&T's holding up better. I think it's just AT&T's band 5 is less congested, so it performs better, just like everyday use for customer experience. Tyrone was in here. Tyrone, I saw him. Sneed, you ready for the new Verizon plans early next year? I'm ready, man. I think they're gonna make them a little cheaper. I think they're gonna add some value. I think pricing's gonna come down about 5 to 8%. I really do. I think their most expensive plan is gonna come down $5. I think their middle plan is gonna come down like 9, $10, and I think their entry level plan is gonna come down a little bit as well. But yeah, I think they're gonna be more competitive in pricing. They've got to get some market share back, and if they're gonna be building out 5G, they need to generate revenue. They really do. Yep. But I'll be ready. I will be ready, Tyrone. Yeah, same here, David. Same here. Verizon is going dead with that thing. What thing? Septian, what is up, my brother? I read that the SoC 765G supports sub 6 and millimeter wave. They do, but they don't aggregate them. They don't combine them. So it's either one or the other simultaneous. Dude, calisthenics, man. Look, bro. Let me tell you something, man. You know, you come from Facebook, bro, and you come over here. You know, you're talking all that, bro. Look, as a person who has a degree in science, I'm earning a master's degree. The amount of research that I've done, the amount of academic study that I've completed, the coursework that I've completed in my bachelor's and my master's, you don't know what you're talking about. You read a couple of posts on Facebook and you think you know something about 5G. You need a fundamental understanding of physics to truly understand how these frequency waves propagate. The simple fact that you don't get those things is going to cloud your judgment. So you have a right to believe whatever you want, but you also have a right to be wrong. And you also have a right to be giving people misguided information. You can't do that here on this channel. We don't do misguided information. You know, we're here to just look at fact and experience. That's all we do here. We don't do speculation. We don't do conspiracy theories. We ain't into that here, bruh. You want that? Go find your Facebook friends. Find people that think like you. This is not a personal shot at you. I'm just saying that stuff doesn't have a place here. Right? Just saying. Bro, it's absolutely incredible. Like millimeter wave nodes literally transmit 1 watt. It's like Wi-Fi. So for the people that say things like millimeter wave is dangerous, well, then why do you have Wi-Fi then? And why do you stand in front of a microwave? You know, it's ridiculous. Nikki T. Yeah, don't kick out David, but thanks for removing those statements, Pete. Thank you. Um, what do you think? 20 gigs per second in your phone? No, no, no. 20 gigs per second is not required. Hey, Nikki, good to see you, man. Glad you could stop by tonight. Good to have you hanging out. I agree. That's right, Michael. Put the lighters down. Uh, hey, Shiv, I do my best, man. Try to keep it real. Yep. Do my best, dog. Sneed, did you end up buying any of the iPhone 12s? Not yet, but I will. Oh, oh yeah, Polar Bear, you're right. Uh, so gigabit is a throughput. Gigabyte is a measure of data consumption. I mean, typically how we use it, right? So like a gig of data is a gigabyte of data. A gigabit speed, right? Bits, sending information and stuff. Where's the best network going to be? Which state going to have the best and the fastest network? Voy, honestly, wherever they just get out of the way and let the carriers do their thing. That's one of the things like municipalities and cities, they have to let the carriers build, you know, seriously. 8 gigabits is 1 gigabyte. There's your math. Austin hooking it up. But typically when we use the words, Austin, like how we use them, you know, we use them to measure speed, gigabits per second, like that. It's freaking Think about that, right? Gigabit speed, man, it's nuts. I can't believe we have gigabit speed on wireless now. It's crazy. What's up, Geary? If I bought an iPhone 12 Pro from Verizon and used it for 2 weeks, deciding to go back to T-Mobile, how long does it take for Verizon to unlock my phone? Verizon does a 60-day unlock policy or 90 days. I forget. I'm not sure. Yeah, Barry, that's how I use the words. Transmission for bits. Yeah. Like throughput rates, you know. Tropical storm in Florida. Good luck with that, Dal. Wish you well, man. Hopefully nothing's too bad out there. Speeds are more confusing. I'll get Sarah some. Good. All right. Oh, it's a 60 days? Thanks, Nikki. Appreciate you. Yeah, yeah. I knew it was either 60 or 90. I forget, man. See, the thing is I don't buy my phones from carriers, so I don't even care. AT&T and T-Mobile need to take note of Verizon's unlock policy. How about Verizon's old unlock policy, which was you buy the phone from them and it's unlocked? It's 60 or 90. I don't know, man. I don't know why I feel it's 90. I feel like 60 is correct. What do you think about Netflix from T-Mobile? Netflix? I mean, it's cool, bro. I don't really like Netflix personally. I like Hulu better. Verizon iPhone 5G will not work on T-Mobile. Why not, Jason? Why won't a Verizon iPhone 5G not work on T-Mobile? Hits your credit no matter what. That's right. Honestly, our FCC needs a new chairman. Polar Bear, I think you're right. I think you're right. I think you're right. Okay. All right. So we got confirmation. 60 days to unlock on Verizon. That's a nice deal, man. $10 off of Netflix. Can't beat that. Michael's hilarious. Michael. Verizon has the worst unlock policy. They refuse to unlock the bootloader. Well, that's two different things. They're talking about carrier locks, I think, Septian. The bootloader thing is something different. That's really on the carrier allowing the carrier manufacturer allowing the carrier to boot lock it. That's wrong, Jason. All iPhones have all the same LTE and 5G bands. They're all the same. Boost is a year to unlock, and it's a crapshoot if you can even use it on another carrier. That's true. Yeah, Austin, it's a pain. That stuff needs to stop too. What's up, Brian? AT&T needs to allow unlocked phones to work properly. Yeah, Brian. There's a couple issues there. My recommendation, Brian, is to go to an iPhone if you want those types of features, and you want to do it on AT&T. Why y'all mad at the Pie Man? Man, NR, please, bro. Don't get me started on the Pie Man, dude. Rate customer support from 1 to 3 for each carrier. All right, Apple Watts. I'm going to rate all of them. Well, no. Verizon is a 2 because it's a mixed bag. T-Mobile is a 1 for customer care. And AT&T, I'm going to go with a 3. They don't know what they're doing. All iPhones are the same sort of. This year we have NA variants because millimeter wave the rest of the world. Oh, yeah. North American. Facts. I do believe the Japan one has millimeter wave too. So that must mean they're getting the North American variation probably. See you, Pete. Take care of yourself. See why I'm interested in the 6G. All right, man. Yeah, that's true, Shiv. I recommend Google phones, man, honestly, for if you want unlocked bootloaders and stuff. Do you think Visible will ever add the option for Apple Watches? Yeah, I don't see why not. I'm wondering why they haven't done that yet. It must be a systems thing. AT&T customer service is the worst, James. Oh, dude, Francois, 100 megahertz channel will be tremendous, but that won't happen until standalone. That's why I won't buy an Android phone from Verizon. Really want the white Pixel 4a 5G. You can get it from Google, but it won't have millimeter wave. That's Verizon for you. Oh, David, you're good, bro. You're good, man. I think my mods got you, man. They're just trying to do the right thing. As long as you don't get blocked, bro, you're cool, man. What do you think of the new Razor? I don't know, man. I'm kind of done with mid-rangers. They don't cut it for me. So I'm kind of done. When they make that like a more traditional flagship, I'll take it more seriously. Have you seen the new rollable phone? No, I haven't seen it. All right, y'all. I'm done for the night. I just came to hang on and see if anybody wanted to talk about the T-Mobile home internet. Looks like you guys were talking about everything. But I'm happy to report that the service has expanded to 130 markets. I'm happy to see that happened. It's good to see it continue to expand and go to new markets and reach more people. Make sure that when you do try to sign up for it, you do so quickly. They're only allowing a certain amount of people on certain areas to be able to get that service. So, you're going to have to be expeditious in trying to get that service. So, anyways, yeah, Shane, you got it, man. Any more news on the sale and the new owners of Consumer Cellular? I know it's a private equity company. That's all I really know. They just may be buying it as an investment. They might not be doing anything with it or operating it or anything like that. So, best VPN. I like TorGuard. I like Windscribe. ExpressVPN's cool too. Those are pretty good. Anyways, I'm done for the night. Y'all are the best. Anthony, take care of yourself. We'll see you. Lavendi, you're the best, bro. Thank you for supporting me. Brennan, you guys are awesome. Cat, hashtag Mod Squad. Yeah, Chantel, that'll be awesome. Anyways, we're done. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.